Welcome to Sacramento State Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Wyoming Cowboys and the Sacramento State Hornets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Sacramento State head coach before the game, he told me that his quarterback deserves all of the Heisman attention that he is receiving. We have seen what he's been able to do through the air. He is top 5 right now in the country in passing touchdowns, and he continues to improve in his ball security. I believe he belongs in that conversation for Heisman Trophy, but we'll keep you posted. This could change through the course of the season, but right now, he is on track to hear his name called in New York. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the lone running back. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sets his feet. It's Anger. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Rousseau. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun. They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. Moves the pocket. It's Anger. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hands it off on the counter. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. The pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. On target over the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Rousseau. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Anger. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Handoff again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second.
Number 47, set to kick this one away.
Here he comes with the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback changing the play. Sells to fake. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And he gets it away.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Trying to punch it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. from the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Phillips. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
He wants to throw it into the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to, and as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Straight ahead, it's Rousseau. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Long way to go on 2nd down. To the air, it's Anger. Under pressure. Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So if you get stopped on 4th down, man, you're setting the other team up with good field position, almost in field goal position right off the jump. This is a big 4th down play.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Got to make the play on 4th. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground with the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Left side is Phillips. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Making the adjustment. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st. Throws to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Out wide right, it's Phillips. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout by the offense.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. From inside the 15, here comes the return. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Colorado, taking on the number 5 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Buffs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it.
That gets them back above 500. They're now 3-2 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. They were all over it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Snapped it in the shotgun. Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is on its way. Searching for space. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Quick give. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Moving the pocket, it's Anger. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Out wide left, it's Wilson. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
On the ground, it's Rousseau. Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Hey, finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
They'll give it to him again. There's some room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Drops back on 1st down. Caught on the left side by Wilson. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Oh, pressure's coming. He's got the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Dropping back, it's Anger. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And here's the return. And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, it's Phillips. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Right side, it's Phillips. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole 9. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Fires it down the seam. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And he tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Dropping back, it's Anger. Looking to the big tight end. Wilson has it over the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rousseau. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but
unloads it downfield. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up-and-hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And they're not on the same page there.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Pulls it. The pitch. Turning it on. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The handoff as they run the counter play here. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
A give to Brown. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Off play action. Moves to his right. Fires for the deep corner. Caught. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. One more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Sacramento State gets it into the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win. but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking downfield, it's Anger. Rush is on. He wants a big play here late. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Paul. They throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They booted away on 4th down. Looks it in. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the air, it's Anger. Out wide right, it's Rousseau. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking long. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Wyoming.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.